smash and grab, and this one is very deserved. Welcome back to Where Whites Walk. We've got Jacob with us to review the 3-1 win at Bramall Lane. Jacob, I mean, you've scraped yourself off the ceiling, I think, now watching that one. Walk us through your emotions.
Oh, just up and down. I mean, like Sheffield United were quite dominant in that first 20 minutes, and first half we kind of struggled to really get anything. Manor Solomon had a few chances, but second half again, and the changes, credit to Farker, who obviously wasn't on the touchline today, but Joe Rothwell changing the game with his set piece delivery again, and Joel Piroe popping up with an absolute wonder goal at the end. It's just perfect away at Sheffield United, and that gap's looking really good now. So let's just keep it up.
Who'd have thought Rothwell, when you brought him in at the start of the season, would go on to play such a pivotal role? I mean, he was great for the bit part he played for Southampton last year, but goodness me, how many points is he? Can you attribute to him? What a player!
Oh, he's brilliant. I mean, he started a few games at the start of the season as well. Whether he starts or whether he comes off the bench, obviously in the past 2 games, come off the bench and he's contributed to all the goals, really. It's his passing play and his set piece delivery, which has single-handedly got us 6 points against, Sheffield United and Sunderland, which is, it's such a tough league and 2 tough games in a promotion race, and we've done it. So we've got to just keep it up now.
I've got to ask you the obvious question. Even Leeds won't mess this up, can they? You can't. You're now 7 points clear from Burnley with 12 left to play. Not even Leeds can mess this up, surely.
Oh, we can't. Not this year. Last year was bad enough being top at March international break. I know it was a lot closer last year. And obviously Leicester and Ipswich were just, like miles ahead in class. And, we did bottle it as Leeds do. But I think this year is just something different about the whole squad. I just think there's that extra ambition to go on and win the league instead of win the playoffs or go second. It's that extra ambition to strive forward to something. And we're playing so well, so there's no reason why we shouldn't. You look at the fixtures we've got, it's West Brom and Middlesbrough and Bristol City. They're the only real ones that stick out to me. QPR away as well, maybe. But bar that, it is against mid-table teams and teams fighting relegation. So obviously every team's going to have something to play for, in the running. But, we've just, especially our home games, I can't see us losing a home game. I really can't.
Yeah, that's what's so exciting, isn't it? Because everyone said about this month, look at what you got. You had Burnley, then you have, as I said, Sunderland last week at home, and then this game, and actually West Brom this weekend is probably, on paper, your toughest fixture left that you've got to play. Yeah. Like I say, after that, you don't play a side higher than currently 8th, which is just just a dream place to be in, isn't it?
As bad as it sounds, we can still afford to. I mean, obviously, you never know what Sheffield United and Burnley are going to do, but we can afford to drop a few points here and there. You look at it. We've lost 3 games. The season we got promoted, we lost 9 games. I know that it's 2 different leagues and all the teams. It's a lot higher standard, than it was then, or it looks like it is going to be. But it's not the end of the world if we do drop a few points. Yeah, our goal difference speaks for itself as well. Our goal difference is exceptional.
Yeah, I can't see Leeds messing this up now. However, let's just talk about that opening 20 minutes, shall we? When Sheffield United did come at you, and it did look like for a while it was going to be a different story. What do you think? What do you think went wrong, or why were you so off the pace? Do you think in that opening period?
I don't know. I think Fark didn't expect Sheffield United to press as high as they did and to really go for it as they did. They looked really good. They were attacking quite well. They were putting the ball on Meslier from set pieces and long throw-ins. And obviously it did pay off. Meslier was unlucky, I feel, with his own goal. But it was just kind of the fact that they were pressing high. It was a different game plan from them. They were sort of playing how we wanted to play, I think. But as the half went on, we were creating a bit more, getting a bit more joy with possession and limiting them to any kind of real clear-cut chances. Second half, they didn't have a chance, to be honest. Cooper made a fantastic save from Lonto, which then led to the corner for Tanaka to score. So, first 20 they were quite good, and I'm sure they'll be the ones to they'll be up there 100%. They're still in our shadow, but they're always a danger.
We got to talk about the third goal as well. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to remember whether we scored any better than that. I don't think it's in the Leeds shirt. I can't think.
No, I mean, we've always been waiting for one for Piroe outside the box. He scored a few at Swansea.
He did score
But,
loads at Swansea, yeah.
it's just the nature in which it happened, straight from the kick-off from our second goal. I think I was still celebrating, to be honest. And then he pulls out the bag. I mean, what more can you do? It's just an unbelievable strike. Unbelievable strike.
Yeah, I don't think two goalkeepers would have saved that, would they?
Oh, no.
To be honest with you, yeah. Any other players you want to give a shout out to?
Obviously, Outanaka getting on the score sheet as well.
Yeah.
It was a beautifully controlled header in that corner. Jaden Bogle obviously got a lot of stick from the Sheffield United fans, but I thought he did really well. Composed himself well in the second half. Pascal striker Joe Rodon again at the back, excellent. Obviously, without Ethan Ampadu today, it was always going to be tough, but that shows it. The quality in this squad is exceptional. We're without Ampadu, and we've beaten second place 3-1 away from home. It's just exceptional. And although Meslier, he was a bit shaky first half, he made some real good saves and commanded his area well in the second half. So a shout out to him for not losing his head and keeping focus in that second half.
Yeah. Do you think this Leeds side is stronger than the Leeds side that came down 2 years ago under various managers, wasn't it? But do you think? I mean, lots of people have kind of said that look, there's no point Leeds going up because Farke's proven he's not a Premier League manager, so he'll be sacked and then they'll be back down again here. But I think that on paper, this Leeds side would definitely do a better job than Southampton and Leicester have done in the Premier League. That's for certain this time round. But I think they'll do better than the Leeds side we saw last in the Premier League. Got better players, haven't we?
No, I agree. You look at maybe Rodrigo. Obviously, he can be added to that team, but like Meslier was in that team, Pascal Stroik was in that team, Brendan Aronson was in that team, and the players we've added around them. Not obviously Nonto was in that team as well, but the players we've added around them, like Ethan Ampadu and Outanaka, what additions they've been. So refreshing to the team. Ampadu's such a leader, and I definitely think, like you said, we would give the Premier League a real good go if with the squad we've got now. If we make Manor Solomon permanent, we keep hold of Outanaka, we keep hold of Ethan Ampadu, players like that. We improve in certain areas and get a bit more squad depth in. I think we'll give it a real good go to stay up.
Okay. Yeah, well, congratulations again. We're recording this directly after the game, so appreciate you still got the adrenaline buzzing through your veins. Let us know in the comments below whether you think this Leeds side would stand a much better chance in the Premier League than the last one did. West Brom next, then, because you're obviously out of the FA Cup. Make any changes, or does the starting 11 just go straight back in against a dogged West Brom side who you drew 0-0 with at the start of the season?
Yeah, I don't know if we do change it, to be honest. I quite liked it. Brendan Aronson did get subbed off for Mateo Joseph. I'd kind of like to see Rothwell maybe push a bit higher and start there. Even if Rothwell plays alongside Tanaka, I didn't think Grev was the best tonight. He made an exceptional goal line clearance, so credit to him, and played his part well. But I think Rothwell has deserved a start for me. And obviously rotation is key in any promotion race. And I also feel maybe time for Willie Nonto to get a start. He's been out of the squad for a while. Obviously, Dan James and Manor Solomon have been excellent, but there's still a lot of games, a few midweeks coming up. So, why not rotate it? We've seen it today. The players that have come off the bench are just as good as the players that have started. But no doubt that West Brom will be up for it as well. They're still fighting to stay in that playoff place, cement their playoff place. So it'll be a tough one. But at home, confident.
And you can sit back now and watch Burnley and Sheffield United scrap it out for second. Just because I'm nosy, who do you genuinely think is the better of those two sides?
Difficult. Obviously, Burnley, defensively are fantastic. Obviously, they did win 4-0. I was just about to say they don't score many. But, Sheffield United, the way they kind of played today, obviously it didn't go too well for them, but they really brought the game to us. Whereas when we played Burnley just sat back, 11 men behind the ball, never looked like scoring, and made it really tough for us. So they've still got to play each other as well, don't they? So I feel...
Yeah, Easter Monday, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be massive. I feel Sheffield United will prevail, to be honest. I think, the squad of players they've got, obviously Burnley have signed Marcus Edwards, which is fantastic, but just think Sheffield United will edge it over Burnley.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Jacob. We will let you go and continue with your celebrations. If you just come across the channel, it's 20 minutes of Leeds chat every single week. A little bit shorter this week because, of course, we're doing this straight after the game. Thanks, Jacob, very much for joining us. Do drop us a like and do drop us a subscribe if you've just come across the channel. And next week, of course, we'll be looking back on that West Brom fixture as well. Also getting Jacob's view on who the other teams in the playoffs will be. And let's get some contracts signed for the players that aren't actually permanent. Thank you very much for joining us. Well done, Leeds. Marching on.
Marching on together.